Hey yo, what is up guys? It's your boy JpBeastYT back at it again with another banger tutorial. And in today's tutorial, I'm gonna teach you how to make this little like zoom out effect but your character doesn't zoom out. It's kind of cool. I saw a 12th hour and some other editors use it, so I'm gonna teach you how to make it on Filmora X. So first of all, you're gonna want to look at your clip. Well, damn, I'm pretty goated. You gotta, I might be the best editor and player out there. Sheesh. So first of all, you're gonna have to put basic velocity like we always do, but I do this in legit every single tutorial, so I'm gonna skip it in this one. But I do have a ton of tutorials up on how to do it, so you can go watch those if you don't know how to already. Okay, so right before you speed up your clip and when you're doing your velocity, like between the slow and fast part of your clip, you're gonna want to take a screenshot like so. And you're gonna need that later on, but then just finish up your velocity. Okay, so the velocity for this clip doesn't look too good because I like insanely flicked them. I was looking like down there, but it doesn't really matter. But you basically want to take a screenshot like right between these two, like I said before, and you might need a Windows PC to do this. Sorry for the Mac users, but you're gonna want to open up your snapshot by right clicking it and hitting Reveal in Explorer. It will open up one of these tabs like so. You're gonna right click it and go into edit with Paint 3D, and then first of all you're gonna magic select and then select the player like that and then hit next. And then you can use these tools right here to add or remove parts of your character that belong or don't belong there. So like this. Oh, did not mean to do that. And then you can just add it back like that, no biggie. I'm gonna remove these parts, and yeah, so now you're gonna want to hit done. And now I'm basically just gonna drag her down, don't do anything else. Now I'm gonna select all of this, hit delete. I'm gonna drag her back up. Okay, I'm gonna drag her right back up, and then I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna do save as image. And then I'm gonna tick this box, that's important, you want it to be transparent. Hit OK, and then I'm just gonna save it to my desktop. Okay. And then you're gonna wanna hit Control Z on your keyboard to go back, or hit the undo. You're gonna wanna go back until you have this step right here. So, and then you're gonna wanna click on her and hit delete. And now you're just gonna wanna export this. So save as image. And just hit, I'm gonna type in background, right? And now I'll hit save. Now you're gonna want to import both of those things that we just made, like so. Okay, so now I'm gonna drag in the background right there. I'm gonna make it a little shorter. I don't need it that big. Okay, that looks good. And I'm gonna change that also right there. I'm gonna see if these line up because sometimes they don't. So make sure that the character and the frame before lines up with the character after. So in my case it does, but if your case it doesn't, then just figure it out and like just drag it onto her. And now I'm basically gonna zoom out with the background. So I'm gonna hit customize, I'm gonna add a keyframe, go to 90, and then add another keyframe, but don't do anything, and then add another keyframe right here and go to 80, and then I'm just gonna make it slowly zoom out right here. So I'm gonna add another one, and so zoom slowly to like 75, and then I'm gonna quickly make it go back to 100 again, like so. And now this is what you're gonna get. And I think that's a bit too like long, so I'm gonna zoom in and I'm gonna drag them closer together so it happens quicker, and then I can like trim the back of it, so like that. And now I'm gonna highlight these two and then trim them to my liking. Now we can take a look. Okay, now that we have that little glitch going on, I'm gonna add in a transition. So I'm gonna go into my transition tab and then find warp zoom 3 and drag it up top, and then I'm gonna see how much I want it, and then I'm gonna drag warp zoom up top as well. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it so she like comes in, but I'm gonna make like a multiple of her come in. You'll understand when I do it. So I'm first just gonna make an animation of this. So I'm gonna drag her all the way to the left, so like right about there on the edge of my screen. I'm gonna make her slide in to the frame, so just hit 0 right there and you'll get this effect, right? And you can change that if you need to, like that. And then I might make her like twist and turn, and I might make her scale like 85ish, you know, just mess around with it. Maybe rotate her -5, and then in the middle make her rotate her to 5, and then she'll go back to normal. So this is what you'll get, right? Not too complicated. And I'm also gonna put a mild effect on her while I only have one of her. You'll understand why I mean one of her. But then you got the little effect, and I'm gonna double click it. I'm gonna change the RGB separate to be off, and then she's not really moving right now. I'm gonna change that to like 2 and change all these down so she like moves. Okay, so now I'm gonna copy this, and you're gonna want to make a ton of these. So like, ooh, that is not where I wanted to go. I'm gonna make like that many. You can make how many you want. Basically just line them back up. You're gonna want to make it so they come before each other by like a semi-second. So it looks like there's a ton of them and they're getting bigger by each size. So to do that, it's kind of a tedious process, but like anything for editing, right? Anything. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna, oh, that one's not lined up. And then I'm gonna go like about 1 or 2 frames this way, and then drag her that way, and then 1 or 2 frames this way. Okay, so now you got this effect. And I think I might turn off the mild for this one, because I think the mild is a little much. I think what I'll do is I'll put the mild on top instead of putting on each one, because it just looks a little weird. I might get rid of the last 2, because there's a ton of them. And yeah, that's the effect that you want to get. And then you're going to want to clip it right here. And then for each and every single one, I'm just going to hit, I'm going to select nothing, do Control B to clip. And then I'm basically just selected all those, and I'm going to delete them so they just line up like this. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to add a dissolve onto the each and single one that's not the original one. You're going to want to drag it so it's like barely there. Okay, so once you added the effect, it should be looking like this. And now I'm going to put a mild on the back, like so. Okay, and now I'm gonna also glitch out the back, but I'm also gonna add a blur. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all of these, including the top, and I'm gonna drag them up one layer so I can put something on the bottom, and I'm gonna copy this like that. I'm gonna paste it over to the side over here, and then just put it directly on the bottom. And now I'm gonna add a blur to that one. Oh, that is the wrong one. I'm gonna add a square blur, but you also want to go to your image, go to transform, and you're gonna want to turn up the scale so it's looking like that. And you can turn it up to like 150. It doesn't have to be that much more bigger. And on this one, you could also put a drop shadow. So double click it, go onto drop shadow, and get the distance to be closer, like that. That's pretty good. Turn the blur up and turn the opacity up. Okay, so now you can also add glow onto the characters, and you don't have to do this to each and every single one of them, but a glow does look nice. I might skip one and add a glow. That way there's like a variation. I think that looks pretty good. And I also might add a chromatic aberration to the ones that I didn't add a glow to. I'm also going to add a glitch distortion in the background. So then you get that. And that looks really sick. Okay, so now we're going to add in the purple glow that we always add. So sample colors, gradient 1, white, double click the white, go to go to compositing. You're going to want to change this to overlay, like that, and change this to 20. You're gonna double click this, change this to 70, and you're gonna put this on color dodge, and then you're gonna wanna transition it out like so. You can also drag these and make them smaller if you don't want them that big. And now we can also put it up and down. So I'm gonna go and find the up and down effect. Up and down 2. And then I'm gonna add it in right after I shoot the shot. You can also add a mild if you want. Double click it, turn all of these up. Okay, so now I'm gonna put in the narrow effect, which is basically the pinch and punch effect. Drag these up all one. Okay, so I dragged all of these up so I can make enough space for my pinch and punch effect, which is just the narrow effect. I'm gonna drag it in right about here, and I'm gonna clip it like till where my shot actually hits. And then after that, I'm gonna clip it every 3 to 4 frames. I might do 5, just because I don't want to use a lot of time. So you can just and then make sure to keep the last one a little longer than the other ones are. And then I'm going to keep the last one that big, and you basically want to start at 0 and count how much spaces you have and go work your way up to the interval of 50 on the percentage. So I'm going to start at 0 here, and I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so I'm just going to go by 5s. So like so. Okay, so now that effect is done, this is what it's going to be looking like. And that looks pretty good. I might turn down the up and down because it is everywhere. And now I'm just going to add in the sound effects. So I'm going to go, and I have a whole sound effect pack that I uploaded recently. And I'm going to find in my ring buildup. And I'm going to put that right here. And I'm gonna clip it right there, and then put it right there. And then I'm gonna find my just pump shotgun shots. Now I'm gonna get my pump shotgun sound effect, and I'm gonna drag it in right here as well. I'm also gonna add in a pump shot edited by Luke, and it sounds amazing. I'm gonna lower that down. So we'll be left with this. Okay, so after that, I'm gonna add in more sound effects. I got a little slice whoosh over here, and I'll also leave this in the description below. But you just put it in right here, and align it so the bass drop of the whoosh aligns with when you like go into a little glitch mode thing. And then you're also gonna want to put a whoosh, just a normal whoosh. Just for the kill, so when you come out of it, like right there, and this is what you're gonna get. And yeah, so that was pretty much it for this tutorial. So if you liked the video, make sure to drop a like, comment down 3 times so this video gets recommended to other people, and like always, I'll catch you in another video. Peace.